there, fellow Lorcana fans, and welcome to Tabletop Gaming. My name is Charlie. I am the editor of Tabletop Gaming magazine, which is a monthly publication on all cool things: board games, card games, trading card games, RPGs, miniatures, and more. But you're here today because you saw the headline that there is a new Lorcana card to be revealed, and so I'm excited to bring the news of that. Now, while we can talk context and availability and such, I appreciate you're here for the card. So we will jump right into that and I will give you a little more detail following the reveal. But without further ado, let me introduce you to Prince Philip. Let's go through this card because he is an exciting one for a number of reasons. So first of all, he is a 3-cost card. You can see that in this top corner, and he is inkable. So if you decide to sacrifice him for the greater good of ink, you are absolutely able to do so, which makes him a card you're more likely to consider when you're building your deck. Now, he is of course Prince Philip, the gallant defender. And as a defender, he has a willpower of 3, which is fine. It's nothing that's going to break the bank, but it's fine enough, especially for the cost of the card. Equally, he only has 1 strength, so we're not talking that this is going to be a card that you can do a lot of damage with. But hold that thought, because as we go further down the card, it is a combination of these 2 things that makes it a very powerful card to have in your deck. So firstly, the support option. So you'll know this already. Whenever this card quests, you can add their strength to a chosen character's strength this turn. So grab the lore from Prince Philip, which is great, more on that in a second, but have another character's strength be boosted. So they may be able to do a much stronger set of damage. So especially if you have cards that can only cause damage, they are great candidates for this in this instance. Now, you combine that though with Best Defense. Best Defense is that whenever one of your characters is chosen for support, they gain resist +1 this turn. Now, the resist mechanic means that the damage dealt is reduced by 1 in this case because we're +1. So not only are you providing another character with a higher strength, but you're also meaning that they take less damage for doing so. And if that opponent's card has little strength itself, that might mean the difference between taking damage and not. All of that to say, you'll probably be questing more with Prince Philip than anything else, but that's not a problem either, because he can quest for 2 lore, and an only 3 cost. That actually makes quite the difference, not least because he's then bolstering your other characters. Now, if your mind, like my mind, has been running through different combinations now that you could possibly put together with Prince Philip of the start of this deck, or at least with the logic that he can create something, you've got to remember that there are some phenomenal Sleeping Beauty characters that are already out and already in different sets that you could loop together to make a very beautiful themed deck. Now, pop in the comments if you are already deck building what you would use alongside this. I want to hear your thoughts on what you would do basically to help improve my deck. Thanks, guys. But it's worth noting, of course, that this card is from the newest set, Ursula's Return. Ursula's Return is going to be available on the 17th of May in friendly local game stores. It will be available 2 weeks later in everywhere else, so you'll find that in your mainstream, but do check out your local game stores for the first opportunity to see it. Now, if you've stayed on top of Disney Lorcana news, you'll know that there is also some cool new opportunities, not least in a new game mode option that's coming out with this set, but also in terms of competition. So with each set, there is also a local store championship, which means you can play for cool new cards and opportunities like game mats and exclusives. Those are dependent on the set, so we don't know what they'll be like for these ones, but if you're going to be playing along, you should absolutely check out those too. Now, I'm off to go set up my deck, but thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy playing Disney Lorcana. Do be sure to give me your thoughts in the comments and speak soon.